I'm back.
And she's back.
I so did. I was like, man.
Yeah, you were like, get away from that table.
Here it goes.
I was like,
team you've played on that hasn't won first place in any tournament you played on?
This is your go-to. That's a good question, though.
Oh, man. Favorite team
that you haven't won a gold medal.
In 2014, killed everyone, lost in the final. Tragic. Lauren Cheney and Black Owen. It was bad. Yeah. They beat
best player you've ever played against.
Oh, Marta. Not even. It's
really.
Yo, you remember?
It's
in 2004. Speaking of, we went to the final.
It's a hands down.
We were like 11.
Crossbar.
Yo, we went to the final in Greece. That was I mean, listen, when you go to a game and there's like a lot riding on it, it's always going to be good. That game, Brazil was just like cha-cha on them.
That was probably.
They were just dancing all over us. And like, thank God we won.
2004
Crossbar
was their best team, but.
No, 2004.
I think 2004 was their best team.
Salsa dancing with the ball on the field. And we were like, holy
it was insane.
Shit.
Marta is like so much better than anyone. There's like players, of course, like Smith. Kelly Smith from England, left footer, midfielder.
I like
baller. She was a dog too. Like she was just like crazy and like
Brazilian?
had this weird switch. No, she was an English player. Amazing.
She played for Chelsea, right?
No, but that final. She played for Chelsea.
She played for Chelsea, right?
I think she's Arsenal.
She's a gunner. She's a gunner.
Yeah, she's a gunner. Like Birgit Prince was dope. I mean, there's players now, but like Marta's like literally like so much better than all of us at any time.
Really?
Like her foot skills, amazing. Her speed, amazing. Her like goal scoring, her ability to take over a game. She was just like everywhere all the time. Oh, she's like so much better than anyone.
So every time I watch Brazil play soccer, this is more on the women's side. I mean, the men are really good, whatever. No one cares about them. They're the classic, just run out of talent.
They just like
you mean like $1 million move? $1 million move, 10-cent finish.
Run out of talent. It's like that one baller that can do all the dribbling shit and then
run
out of talent.
$1 million move, 10-cent finish.
It's actually unfortunate about Brazil. I feel like 2004 and 2008 in particular, those two Olympics and like the World Cup's kind of in between. Marta was in her prime. Cristiano was in her prime. Formiga, unbelievable. They had another forward. I'm fucking forgetting her name. So they were just like phenomenal, but they just like have such a lack of resource. They never they never trained enough. They never like were just like together enough to like get it fucking together. They were never paid. They never had the resource. Blah blah blah. Those two teams, 8 and 4, were like ridiculous. I mean, you guys saw it in 4. Yeah. And then 2008 again, it was just like they were never like fit enough because they were never training enough.
Scored and it was like, whew,
oh man,
who's the best American player ever?
Ooh,
Michelle Akers with the mullet.
Nipple. You got to drink when someone says nipple. You already know. You came in hot with that.
Oh, man.
She hasn't been on Instagram, folks, but the motherfucker's been on Instagram.
She knows. She knows. I think, this
she's fingering the pulse at all times.
Right in there. It's
always finger the pulse, ladies.
Always finger the pulse.
I think people can't finger the pulse. That's a big problem in America.
No. And you're like the fucking mayor at fingering the pulse.
Yeah.
You fingered the wrong pulse, Megan. I fingered the wrong pulse.
Yeah.
Like, we're fingering with fingers of joy and respect and honesty and, thinking the future is going to be better. People don't fucking care about that.
No.
They don't care. Like,
they don't.
I tell Penny all the time, I'm like, people just don't care. Like, we can talk about all this, save the earth and save the animals and people don't care. People don't care enough in this country. They just don't.
I know. It's very inward.
They don't care.
Yeah. It's very inward.
Took a turn there.
So you didn't answer my question.
Yeah, best player.
I think it is Michelle Akers.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You think so?
She was so well-rounded, so ahead of her time, so dominant. I mean, Mia Hamm, unbelievable. Like, Abby, unbelievable goal scorer.
Right.
For me, Lauren Cheney was one of the most talented players we ever had. Shout out Cheney. Like,
so that game just got replayed today.
Mrs. Holiday. I mean, she was ridiculous. She never even got to like play her best position. She was
unbelievable. So something I cannot relate to in soccer is the whole concept of you're fucking amazing at right wing. You're amazing at it. But there's someone who's like really good at it and we need them on the field. So because you're so amazing and you're really good at all the positions, we're going to move you to left back because we need both of you on the field.
Crystal.
And that person.
Shout out Crystal.
No, I was talking
about Crystal Dunn.
I am.
Well, but like I cannot relate to that.
Thankful for Crystal.
It's like
Dunn.
you have to keep your best players on the field. Yeah. But like you're not always going to have your best players in their best position. Yeah. That is mind blowing to me. Yeah. I can't relate to that.
Do you mean like having Stewie play the 3?
Well, that doesn't. Well, and that is why you don't see that. Yeah. And that is why that doesn't happen.
Yeah. I was just checking to see if that's where.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And let's keep it real. Hope was one of the best players.
No, Hope's a G.
Man, Hope was just off the chain, huh?
No, that game was on today. Their 2015.
But we'll just leave it at that.
Smashing of Japan was on today.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, Japan was just happy, huh? They were just happy to be.
I don't think so.
No, they fucking won the World Cup in 2011. They were like coming in here thinking they'd win. I'm like, we should have won 2011. Amy should have won 2011.
But like imagine, I mean, you said it, it's Stewie. But I'm like, imagine like, D, listen, you're amazing, but like, we need to keep so-and-so on the court, so we're going to move you to the 5.
I know.
I know. It's wild.
Like, I know. Because I'm so good, I can do all, you're right, it's Stewie. I don't even know why I'm fucking, it just, that's the start and the finish.
Hey, you know what? It's funny. I was watching. Did you see the last possession of? You fell asleep.
Yeah, I didn't watch the 2016 last possession then, or second half.
The second to last possession, Stewie gets scored on by a Spaniard player. It's pretty funny.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go.
The Taurasi. I'm
gonna have to go read. I'm gonna have to go rewatch that.
It's all out there now.
It's pretty funny.
No bullshit out there.
I know.
Marta Char guy.
That is pretty funny.
It was pretty funny. Marta was like, "Bop, bop, bop, bop."
I was trying to tell Megan. She was like, basically, she didn't know who Alba like by name was. She was like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "That's Alba Torrens. When that motherfucker gets hot, she's wild.
Nothing you can do.
Nothing you can do.
She basically put her glasses on. She was like,
literally nothing you can do. Literally nothing you can do.
She was wild.
There's some players that are like that. She falls in that category.
That's why just like it's so when we talk about sports and players, and I'm like, when it comes to basketball, like if you're gonna limit yourself to just playing in the WNBA, there's so much basketball.
Yeah.
Personally, that you're not gonna tap into. Like I know we talk about our Russian experiences a lot. Man, I learned more playing over there.
Yeah.
Not necessarily skill wise, or I learned a new move.
No, but you're just in the fire all the time.
Man, that was just you're just in the fire, man. You're just fighting, man. And they don't give a shit who you are. They don't care if you're Rapinoe. They don't care if you're Cheryl Swoop. They don't care if you're Sue Bird. Yeah. They don't give a shit about if you're Marta. Like, and that's why you always see all these, even in soccer, you see all these guys go to the Premier League, and you're like, well, they fucking suck there.
They suck. Yeah.
They don't care. It's
There's so many players. There's like so many times you go overseas to play a game. It's not even against a good team. Whenever we play international like games all the time, and like some random ass player who, frankly, is a little overweight and doesn't even look athletic, busting your ass, and you're like, what the fuck? Where the fuck did you just come from? Like, you got the best touch.
It's
like,
true. There's gonna be someone.
You just busted me. Like, you got this little feint going on. Like, you lose. Like, there's a specific kind of game that's played in this country.
It's like, listen,
for whatever it is, like basketball, soccer, or whatever, and then you go everywhere else, and like,
it's like the WNBA.
So many different people are playing.
Best talent to win a WNBA championship. That shit is hard. There's nothing harder in my experience. Like, there's nothing harder. You gotta grind. It's a grind. It's like you lose sleep type grind. But when you're in Europe, the difference is like, I don't know. It's like you would go on the road just for like a regular season EuroLeague game, and it was like intense, like a kind of intensity that like you don't really see in any other place. I actually miss it. If I were to, like, I'm not even fucking bullshitting right now. If there's one thing I miss, not the finals, not the Final Four, those are easy. That's like
those
easy
random games.
The random EuroLeague game, like
on a Wednesday where you gotta get yourself up.
Yeah. No, it's not even that. It's just like you're in Tarbs, you're way better, but it's gonna be a fucking dogfight.
You're in the former Soviet Union. You had to take an overnight train.
Well, it was like,
but those are the games I mean,
this
miss.
is wild.
Like playing like at
it's
Peck,
so true.
or Bruno, playing at Bruno.
So it's like being a musician.
Only.
Y'all drunk.
It's like being a musician.
Shut up, Trap Gopher.
Say you're like, I'm a musician. Say I'm Tupac, right? Say I'm Tupac.
No.
And then we fly to Hungary, and it's classical. So Tupac goes to Hungary and has to learn classical in 40 minutes.
It's like a new style. Yeah.
And then Tupac goes back to Russia, plays against other Tupacs, beats the shit out of him, and then Tupac has to fly to Italy and play against Eros Ramazzotti.
No, I feel you. Ah, there we go. Now she's dropping.
And learn Italian R&B.
No, you got to learn all the styles. No,
so
I
in
feel
40 minutes, you got to learn the refs, the style of play, the way they move. Like, I'm telling you, it's like this constant playing. You're playing quicksand the whole time.
Yeah, you're bobbing and weaving the whole time.
You played at Gala and Fenner, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
tell us about someone just wrote in Gala test rights. Just tell us about like some of the craziness that you experienced at Gala or at Fenner.
And then I have a story too once you're done.
Because obviously in the soccer world, like that shit gets so fucking crazy. It's flares, it's riots, it's like it's so much bigger than soccer. It's political, it's religion, it's everything. So like you played at both. Like what's the deal? Tell us. Well,
and I know that very well because in Argentina, I'm from Rosario, so I'm a Central fan, and then News Old Boys is like that's our enemy. Like colors, territory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
the whole deal. Yeah.
So I actually
it's like literally in your like blood. Like when you grow up, like that's like
it.
Yeah, okay. It's like
who you are. I go to Turkey to play with Penny in Fenerbahce. So we have a great team. We're undefeated in the EuroLeague. We're undefeated in Turkish League. Like, you know, Turkey's an amazing place. The club's amazing. We go to a men's
I've heard that
game.
Everyone who ever says they play in Turkey is just like, this place is unbelievable.
It's
amazing food. It's beautiful. Like, the people are gorgeous. Like, everything. It's just like, the whole culture is amazing.
And, you know, after being in 5 years of the Siberian winter, like, you know, it's January and
people don't rave about Russia. They just don't.
You know, it's January and I'm having kebabs on the Bosphorus.
What was your bodyguard's name?
Which one?
Your bodyguard. Big
Mike?
Mike? Some shit?
Big Bro.
Big Bro.
Big Bro. So I play in Fenerbahce, and it's like I mean my timeline might be completely off right now, but I think it's mid-January actually, and we go to a men's game, and they just opened up a huge arena. I go to a men's game, and the GM comes down, taps me on the shoulder. She was like, the president of the club wants to talk to you, and you know some of the people from the federation. I was like, cool, we're undefeated in the EuroLeague. They probably want to give me a raise.
Word, I'll take a bonus. Word, I'll take a Euro bonus.
The president wants to talk to me. Only good things.
You probably want to give me a raise.
Though, like if I could like hype this up a little bit, they were like #1 in EuroLeague, undefeated,
the whole deal,
like balling.
So I go up to the suite. The owner's there. The GM's there. Who?
Nipple.
AC gave us
What's up, AC?
What's up, AC? Hey, yo, I need some hamstring help.
She'll floss it.
Speaking of lockdown, AC.
Yeah, AC's in there with defenders. Okay, go on.
So I get up there and he slides me a piece of paper and it said I tested positive for modafinil.
And you're like, what the fuck is that?
What the fuck is I have no clue what modafinil is. It sounded like a character on DuckTales. So I was trying to go back to my.
It really does.
Modafinil. Oh, here comes modafinil.
Dark modafinil.
You're like,
I love Disney. Louis. What
the modafinil. That's ridiculous.
Man.
Here comes modafinil duck.
Modafinil duck. Oh. Yeah, that's Scrooge going.
Yo, man, I want a fucking pull of coins.
So go ahead, you get this letter.
I have no clue what modafinil is. I've never taken it. I've never taken, like, literally, I have no clue what this is. So, man, then from then on, the next 2 months were probably the worst two. No, actually, no, I'm lying to you.
No, you were.
It was right before Christmas because I flew home for Christmas. And when I got home for Christmas, it went, ESPN ticker, bam, all red.
Yeah.
Taurasi,
I remember that.
And I was like, what? I was like, this is worse than my DUI. I'm like,
bitch is a cheat. We can handle her drinking, but bitch is a cheat.
That's right. Like she's cheating. She cheated. And I had no clue. So I got a Turkish lawyer first, and he goes, Diana, we just tell him you're guilty. You get 2 years. All good. I said,
fuck no.
What?
Yeah, we're up.
Like,
no.
Hell no. Necca said nipple.
Damn, Necca, what up, girl?
What up,
Necca with the
bottle.
Damn. So I was like, no, I'm not going to say I'm guilty.
Yeah.
So,
2 years is a considerable amount of money to sacrifice for your career.
You're not going to do that if you're not.
Hell no. And you didn't do it, so.
Sue, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Would you rather be innocent in jail or guilty at the mall?
Guilty at the mall. This piss is coming right off. Look at this. Piss is washing right off. Watch this piss right off.
Well, at that point, I was going to be innocent in jail. I was like, I'm not fucking taking no
you're not trying to do that.
For no USADA, WADA, Dumdada, all that bullshit. Like, and when we talk about all that, their job is to catch people.
Yeah.
Their job is to catch people.
Yeah, totally.
Like, they're cops. They're the police.
Yeah.
So don't get that twisted, USADA athletes.
No. PSA.
If there's no one to catch,
honestly, you should be on that fucking video.
For real.
If they have no one to catch, they have no job.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I was like, no, I'm gonna fight this. So obviously I get together with Lindsay and we get a lawyer and this and that. I get the top I get the top anti-doping agent lawyer that's been around forever, and he was amazing. So we test the lab that it was sent to in Ankara, this and that. We go and we redo the test.
It's like worst nightmare shit.
So even before that, there was 5 athletes that tested positive for modafinil from the same lab,
the same drug,
and it was it was
the ball club.
It was 2 Division II basketball players and like a Division II soccer player, a Division I soccer player. But these motherfuckers were poor, so they were like, "Okay, I'll take my 2 years, eat some kebabs, get back at it." Ha 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 ha.
This is pre-Icarus. This is pre that amazing documentary. I think it won an Oscar. Icarus, where they go through the whole Russian doping, everything. This is pre-doping scandal.
You mean Icarus?
Yeah,
Icarus.
Honestly.
Is that what I say?
Yeah, it's Icarus.
I actually fucking said Icarus because I thought that was how it was. God damn.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I knew it was Icarus.
I was like Icarus.
Shit.
Icarus.
Anyway,
girl,
Icarus, that shit was dope.
Crazy. That Icarus crazy.
Crazy.
Icarus. She was dope.
She got the nipple. The nipple.
Icarus.
Just said nipple.
Oh my god. She was on CD Lamb and Icarus.
She got that Icarus.
Yeah, it was
I tried to wear that Icarus the other day. Didn't work for me.
Girl, I took my Icarus and I went to the Scottsdale Mall.
No, your fucking story. This is like
I
don't even know what it is. It's like an E60. It's a 30 for 30.
It's a documentary.
I was like, fuck that. I'm buying this shit.
Because people don't know this shit.
I'm like,
you were depressed too.
I don't give a fuck. And it was 2000. It was 2011. So if it went through, I had to sit out 4 years of WNBA. Actually, no, I'm lying.
Yeah.
Well, no, it would reset.
Yes. So I had to sit out 4 years of all European FIBA basketball, which included the Olympics, the World Championships, any money I would make overseas. Yeah. And every time I would play in the WNBA, the 4 years would reset.
Clock starts over.
And I was
that
like,
shit's crazy.
I'm going all in on this shit. So I spent fucking $250,000 on reporters and fucking lawyers and chemists and biochemists and this and that. And I was like, you have to be kidding me. Like, I had to go to, CAS and all that shit, the Court of Arbitration of Sport in Finland or wherever the fuck it's at. And, no matter what, whenever you go overseas, thinking's different.
Shit's wild.
You don't know.
You have no idea. That's the thing about overseas. You have no idea. Yeah.
Why wouldn't Diana took modafinil? Modafinil, yes. Diana took modafinil. I'm like,
oh, it's a narcolepsy drug. Of course. Yeah. Well, I only know that because I Googled immediately.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is modafinil? Narcolepsy.
Yeah. What?
The thing that pained me the most, not to cut you off, is
is
there was assholes who it was no wonder. No wonder. Yeah. And I was just like, are you fucking serious, bro? I remember, man, you were like in a not a dark place in like a fucked up kind of way. Like it's understandable, but you were like in a bad place. It's like imagine doing some shit where people, or not. I'm sorry. Imagine not doing some shit that you're being accused of, and you just have to take it.
I know.
And take it, and take it, and take it, and take it until they like overturn it, which thankfully they did. But that was tough for you, I know.
But you know what was crazy? And it was crazy because literally I didn't hear anything for like 2-3 weeks. I had no clue what was gonna go. I didn't know if I was gonna play the WNBA, the Olympics, if I was ever gonna play in FIBA, in EuroLeague again. Like I had no clue. Yeah. And one morning, I'm snoozing. I roll over. I get my text, and Lindsay goes, "You're free," and I was just like, "Free of what?"
That was how you found out.
Should I call this?
And by the way, the other untold story, you mentioned it a little bit, but the other untold story is like because D like had the means, fought it, you fucking saved like I don't know, like 3-4 other people.
And not only that, that lab got shut down completely.
Yeah, the lab got shut down.
So what was it with the lab? What was it with the lab?
It was in Ankara, and then from then on, every single test from women's basketball was sent to Cologne, which is the main.
What happened with your test though?
It was like held at the wrong temperature.
What happened with the?
Yeah, there was so many things.
Tricked it into the
wrong temperature. There was no chain of custody from the gym to the laboratory to FedEx, the Turkish FedEx, and then at the time it was at Fenerbahce, so they were like, "Oh, Gala tainted it, Gala stole it." Yeah, there was all these rumors going on, and at that point, Sue knows Turkish media is like the most gossipy thing ever.
Yeah, I was playing in Russia.
Gala Finner is like.
There was one time I was playing in Russia. You sent me a picture. It was a picture of me in the Turkish media talking about, I don't even know, like, oh, Sue Bird seen at the club. I was like, I'm in Spartak.
They're like, Sue Bird in Istanbul, ready to sign with.
Yeah, it was like, what?
Damn.
That shit was wild.
Okay, so the next year, Penny stayed in Fenerbahce, and this was early in our relationship, and I was like, I had
Penny.
I know. Where is Penny?
Penny, Penny's doing her thing. She's probably putting tissue in her sweatpants.
She's stuffing all the sweatpants with tissue.
She's in her room putting tissue in all of her sweatpants right now.
Fuck you, Penny. Why you put on tissue?
She's like,
hey. Passive aggressive.
So then I'm like, well, if I go back to Russia, like, it's going to be hard for us to see each other. We were early in our relationship. Mm-hmm. We were in Vegas for a USA basketball camp. Lindsay was like, Gallus just sent you an offer. Literally, she came to the Cabana in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I remember. That. I actually kind of remember that.
She was like, do you want to sign this right now?
Because she was also signing Kara Lawson to something.
Yeah, and then Sil went to Gala and Tina went to Gala. So it was kind of like this little group effort to go to Gala. And I was like, if me and my girl are gonna stick together, I have to go. Like that's just the bottom. Me and my girlfriend, tell him
me and my boo.
We gotta go. Yeah.
So Tupac, he was rapping. He had to go to Turkey.
So that's why you went to Gala.
And then I went to Gala, and then it was just. So before I got to Gala, they were like, you need to get a bodyguard.
Yeah,
obviously.
Sue, you ready?
Yeah.
Girl.
That's what it was. Big girl.
Big girl.
I was like, I know it was something.
So Big girl. Literally, I had a bodyguard for me for the first 2-3 months I was in Turkey. And this
because Fenner to Gala is like.
No, that's a scene.
Well, I feel like when Turkish
that's a riot.
That's a riot. They make it work. When other people do it.
No, that's a riot.
That shit is.
So literally,
I
had obviously a bodyguard for the next 2-3 months, and then every Gala Fenner game was just. It was just a mess.
Yeah.
A mess. Like in arena, like what was it?
This
like?
Is where. So
what was it like? Like Sue told me stories about like pennies being lit on fire and thrown. So when you pick them up, it's hot and like.
So when they play each other, when Gala and Fenner play each other, they usually don't let the other team's fans in.
Right.
So you play at Gala,
I know that
it's
from
just
the soccer.
Gala.
Like I know that from the soccer.
Right.
It's like that's just fucking insane.
That year, Gala hosted what was the Elite Eight. It used to be the Final Four, whatever. So it was like 8 teams go and basically like playing for the championship.
Yeah.
So Gala hosted. And what happens? Y'all face Fenner in the like whatever semifinals, quarterfinals. So they play him in the quarterfinals. And I got to admit, and like, it's like to go to a game when you're like at a site, You know what I mean? It's like, it takes a lot. Like, even, like, I'm not even gonna, like, even at the Olympics,
lot.
It's like, oh, so-and-so's playing so-and-so. I'm like, I'd rather just fucking chill on my bed and watch it on TV.
Yeah.
But it was
you're telling me trying to get to fucking games in Rio.
No, I'm just saying, it's like, there's not a lot of motivation.
You gotta get to the gate.
It's
you gotta walk 2 miles to the arena, and I'm just trying to get
Forget
there.
Forget that. It's like, I'm not going. But it was like, oh, Gala's playing Fenner in the Euro. So anyway, so I go.
You're going.
I'm going. So I go, and this is what I see. So basically, it's at Gala. They have a huge-ass arena. Let's call it, like, I have no idea, 10, 12, 15,000 people. Yeah, whatever. So on one, an arena's, like, round, right? So on, like, one half of one side is Gala fans, and then it's, like, police. On the other side, same thing. Police.
Like bright yellow.
No.
Like, are they bright yellow?
No.
Switching it up? Because that's how they do it at the Premier League game.
No. Spaceballs. Fucking round white helmets.
No, it's like
right man,
here.
It's a round white helmet.
Wow.
It's
and
right
then
here.
And then the other side is Fenner. So they're totally separate, and they like let the Gala fans in first, and then the fucking Fenner fans, and then so the game starts. The minute the ball, first of all, before the game even starts, it's like Simba ball, and then it's like I don't know what Fenner chants, but it's like chant, whatever. The ball goes up. The minute the ball goes up, toilet paper, like 1,000 rolls of toilet paper thrown on the floor. So now they can't play. So they gotta like get the toilet paper, you know, and there's like the poor little kid with the mop, like trying to get the fucking toilet paper up. So the toilet paper gets cleared. Then the game starts, and then it was just a series of shenanigans. It was coins they light on fire, they throw them. So when the player goes to pick them up, it's hot.
It's hot,
And then it's like
flares.
Yeah, the flare guns. Yeah. And there's like what felt like it's not like actual fireworks. I mean, who knows?
Probably.
Like all of a sudden you would see like fire in the stands, and then that fire would come onto the court.
Yeah.
Like somebody had a heart attack that day. So the way the game ends, and then what happens is
people having voluntary heart attacks and shit.
No, somebody really had a heart attack.
They're committed.
So like then they clear out the Gala fans, the Fenner fans stay, and then once the Gala fans are out, then the Fenner fans can leave.
What's up, Mo?
Shit was wild. I was like, this is the best sporting event I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like without a doubt. Oh, somebody wrote Simba Mom.
Simba Mom.
It's funny.
It was
so
Hartley.
like